Well, no precipitation in the forecast, but we do have a cold night in store at First Energy Stadium on the southern bank of Lake Erie. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Browns at 11-2 now. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 36, Watson. Claypool with another catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first down, Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense is...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
From the 27, Powell. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Christian Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. They set up the screen to Hill. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 54 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Right side, Claypool's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Watson on 1st down. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this has been a nice... Answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second and 5 now. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. A York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Powell. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Powell throwing on first down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw again on second down. Powell taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Powell. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice
blitz coming, and down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 4th down. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Faking the handoff. Howell. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go play action with Howell. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Howell down to throw it. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd and 1. Hal's going to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The tight end in motion right.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Howell.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Watson on third down. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Three yards remain for second down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 69 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And that will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Howell looking to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Powell. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. A dump off now to Hill. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And that's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And Chubb will try the middle here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll go play action. Howell out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. It's Howell. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Howell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace-boom goon big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one.